Okay, so let's talk about Teresa Giudice. She was recently on her daughter Gia's podcast and had some interesting things to say about her fraud case in Real Housewives.
Right. She basically said that she feels a lot of what really happened with her legal situation, the important parts, they just weren't shown in New Jersey.
Yeah, she put it like fans don't understand everything because it wasn't all aired.
And Gia agreed with her, didn't she? Saying it was very complex and mentioned editing cuts affecting how people saw it all.
Totally. And you remember the timeline, right? The guilty plea back in 2014, then her sentence, Joe's sentence.
And then she was right back filming almost immediately after getting out. It's quite the sequence of events.
And speaking of relationships on the show, she also gave an update on Jacqueline Larita. Sounds like things have really shifted there.
Yeah, that was surprising. She said, and I think this is a direct quote, Jackie and I are actually becoming really good friends. Like, not a joke. Like, I really like her.
Wow. Okay, so what's behind that turnaround?
Well, Teresa's take is that Jacqueline had people in her ear back then. And apparently Jacqueline admits that now.
Interesting. So she feels outside influences were a big part of their issues.
Seems that way. But Teresa also kind of took some responsibility. She said, I'm okay with Jackie doing what she did because I hurt Jackie.
Oh, okay. So owning her part in it too.
Exactly. Which, points towards maybe some personal evolution, which is actually something else she talked about.
Right. She compared herself now to how she was back in, like, season 1.
Mm-hmm. Describing that early version of herself as someone who would react really quick.
Yeah.
The very heated Italian person.
Yeah, she said she would get pissed off right away and fire my mouth off really quick. Her words.
But now, she says she moves at a slower pace. It's that kind of reflection you sometimes see from people who've been on these shows for years, under that constant spotlight.
Definitely. And the conversation also touched on her daughters. Teresa said she thought Gia and Melania were the ones most like me.
And Gia's reaction was pretty immediate, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Gia apparently said, I'm definitely more contained on so many levels. That's honestly like a fucking insult.
Huh. Sounds like a typical mother-daughter exchange, right? Clear disagreement there on personality types.
Totally. Teresa kind of playfully walked it back, saying, all right, so Melania is the most like me, you're second, on a very dimmed-down level.
But then Teresa brought up that clip from Gia's own show trailer.
Right, from Next Gen NYC, where Gia tells someone to shut the f*** up.
And Gia's defense was pretty quick fire, too.
Yep, that was literally one time. So maybe not always contained.
Seems like maybe those moments can still pop up. It's complicated, family resemblance. So if you want to keep up with all this, make sure you subscribe to Real T TV.
Yeah, and hit that bell icon. You don't want to miss our next breakdown.